It was a cool night in Kuala Lumpur when the lights of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 slid into the dark over the South China Sea on March 8, 2014. The Boeing 777, bound for Beijing with 239 people aboard, climbed into the night at 0041 local time and then, within the hour, vanished from routine civil contact. That disappearance would become one of the most baffling and expensive search operations in aviation history and a fertile ground for rumor and conspiracy. At first, the story read like a technical mystery. The plane's transponder stopped transmitting and the ACAR's data link went silent. Military primary radar later showed the aircraft turning west and flying across the Malay Peninsula, continuing northwest over the Andaman Sea. Inmarsat, the British satellite operator, provided a different clue, a series of automated handshakes, pings, between the aircraft and a geostationary satellite. Analysts turned those pings into arcs on the ocean, and those arcs sent searchers thousands of kilometers into the remote southern Indian Ocean. Search vessels, aircraft, and satellites from more than a dozen countries fanned out. Families watched television images of ships cutting through a flat, indifferent expanse of water. False leads multiplied, commercial satellite images, private tip-offs, debris sightings, draining precious time and hope. Governments coordinated. The Australian Transport Safety Bureau, ATSB, led an underwater search that would sweep more than 120,000 square kilometers of seabed from 2014 to 2017. In July 2015, a piece of flaperon washed ashore on Réunion Island. Lab work confirmed it came from a Boeing 777 and was matched to MH370. That find turned a desperate theory into hard evidence. The aircraft had ended in the Indian Ocean, but it did not answer how or why. With no cockpit voice recorder or flight data recovered, the silence bred explanation. Conspiracy theories proliferated in blogs, message boards, and even mainstream media. The dominant narratives ranged from a deliberate act by one of the pilots to a remote cyber hijack, from secretive military interception to a covert landing at a hidden airfield. Some theories advanced dramatic claims: aircraft commandeered and flown to a secret base, destroyed to hide illicit cargo, shot down in a classified military operation. A rigorous look at the evidence, however, shows why investigators rejected each of those scenarios as proven fact. The only hard technical traces were the primary radar showing a deliberate turn and the Inmarsat handshake arcs that constrained possible locations to two long arcs in the north and south. The southern arc had the most consistent supporting evidence, drift modeling that explained later debris beaches and the confirmed flaperon. Acoustic signals that briefly excited hopes of black box pings proved ambiguous when independent analysis discounted them as likely not from the aircraft. The pilot suicide theory grew from circumstantial indicators: the nighttime route deviation, the disabling of transponders, and public reporting of a route found on a home flight simulator that roughly mimicked a Southern Ocean corridor. Investigators examined the captain, Zahiri Ahmad Shah, and crew, and conducted extensive background checks. In the end, official inquiries, including Malaysia's final reports and international technical reviews, concluded that while deliberate human intervention could not be excluded, there was insufficient evidence to reach a definitive determination. Theories of shoot-down or interception lacked corroborating military records and did not fit the satellite and debris pattern. Claims of a covert landing have no supporting radar, eyewitness, or debris evidence. By January 2017, the official underwater search had been suspended. A private company, Ocean Infinity, mounted a new search in 2018 but reported no discovery. Governments issued safety recommendations, families continued to seek answers, and investigators preserved the limited data, satellite arcs, radar sweeps, and the handful of confirmed debris pieces as the factual spine of the case. The conspiracy is, in many ways, the human attempt to fill a void. A plane vanished without the usual forensic closure, and people flattened the unknown into narratives that felt like answers. Historically accurate accounting shows the difference between speculation and evidence. Hard, verifiable links point to an end in the southern Indian Ocean. Soft conjectures remain unproven. What remains real and indisputable is the human toll, the 239 lives aboard, the countless hours of searchers, the families still waiting for finality, and the ocean that keeps its secret. The story of MH370 is not a tidy conspiracy solved by revelation. It is a protracted lesson in how technology, international cooperation, and raw geography can collide with silence, leaving echoes that persist as both grief and mystery.